we often hear people saying there is no movie industry, there is no market, the Ghanaian movie industry is suffering. And I want to say that this is not the first time the Ghanaian movie industry is going through such a challenge. I recall Ghana started making movies long before the Nigerians even started. We saw movies like African Timber being filmed and produced here in Ghana by some Hollywood crew, Baby T, My Daddy, My Husband, Supreme Force, Taboo, Sacrifice, Destiny, Police Academy, and all those movies. Those were the times Mark Jordan Amate, Mami Dokuno, or Grace Omabo, Prince Yosin, and the likes. They were good movies of that time, and Ghanaians were watching them in cinemas and on VHS cassettes. There was market and producers were getting their investment back until we sold gamma phones to the Malaysians and gave out our cinemas to churches and communities to be used as community centers. Then our movie industry started going down. Then along that same time, the Nigerians also flooded our market with their occult type of movies. We saw movies like Billionaires Club, Wasted Years, Witches of Africa, End of the Wicked, Karishika, and the likes. Ghanaians accepted this kind of Nigerian movies and neglected the few Ghanaian movies in the market, to the extent that Ghanaian producers stopped producing. And that was the time we lost hold of our seasoned characters like John Amate, Mr. Williams, Grace Omabo, Grace Norte, Araba Stamp, and the rest. Because Ghanaian movie producers were not producing again, they were also not getting jobs to do as actors. So they found their way out of the industry. Around that time, people even thought Ghana could no longer even bounce back into the movie industry again. But there were some few producers and directors who sat down, studied the situation, and came up with something different. Miracle and his colleagues came out with 3 movies. I remember the movie That Day, which featured Santo, was a successful hit. And others also came in with Asem, and the introduction of Ajako and Chewa brought back the Ghanaian movie industry. That was when 3 movies were produced here and there. That was when 3 movies gained crowns in the Ghanaian movie industry. It was the same time we saw the introduction of Ajako and his comic type of acting in the movie industry, and Chewa brought back the Ghanaian movie industry. That was when 3 movies were produced here and there, gained crowns in the Ghanaian movie industry. People were trying to churn out a name like Kumawood because those movies were made in Kumasi and Makranso. Ghanaians also fell in love with this type of 3 movies, and they made a lot of money around that time. Around that time, we saw the success of the Ghanaian movie spreading across other industries. We saw the printing industry booming because producers were busily printing film posters and inlays here and there. We saw the TV industry also getting money from movie promos and radio stations playing LPMs here and there. Then also even musicians also benefited from the movie industry around that time because they were producing soundtracks and making money out of that. And so everybody in the industry was happy. Everybody in the industry around that time was happy. You saw marketers like Paul G, Karimode, Peace and Love making money, directors like Frank Gabin and Asaribediako making money, characters like Ejako, Mark Brown, and the Chiwes were also making money from the industry, and everybody was happy. Then came our era when we say the movie industry is collapsing. Who is collapsing the movie industry, and how is it collapsing? This is the time producers and directors and industrial players should come together to brainstorm, analyze, and diagnose the problem we are facing right now. It is by then that we can come out with a solution. We cannot leave this battle to 5-pack executives alone, because this is our era and this is our challenge. Mr. Hackman has done his part, Mr. Jameche has done his part, Timothy Osofo John has done his part, K-Bar of Above has done his part, Paul G, Peace and Love, they have all contributed massively to the movie industry. This is our time and this is our challenge. This is the time we need to bring a solution on board, and we will all be happy as it was in those days. Thank you for watching, and I will be happy to see you comment and correct me when I go wrong in my publications. Thank you very much. Long live the Ghana movie industry.